Hello again, students. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some negative exponents and reciprocals. Let's get started. As the title suggests, we're going to be talking a lot about reciprocals. If you don't really remember what they are, or would just like to be more familiar with them, there's a link in the video description for you to watch another video that explains what a reciprocal is. If you'd like to watch that video, please press pause now and watch that video and come back when you're ready. I'll be here waiting. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the other half of the title, negative exponents. A negative exponent is simply a number with a negative in the exponent. In life and in math, we don't really like negatives. We want to be as positive as possible and remove negativity where we can. The same applies for negative exponents. So, whenever you see a negative exponent, I want you to remember this three-step process. Step 1. Remove the negative from the exponent. Step 2. Take the reciprocal of the number that you have left. And step 3 is evaluate if necessary. That last step, evaluate as necessary, all I'm really saying is sometimes you don't need to evaluate, as in algebraic expressions. Let's take a look at some examples where we can apply this three-step process and see where we can evaluate and where we won't. Alright, in this first example, we have 2 to the negative 3. Our first step is to remove the negative. The next step is to take the reciprocal of the number we have left. And in this one, we have numbers, so we're going to evaluate. And we get 1 over 8, because 2 to the 3 is equal to 8. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Let's take a look at another example. In this one, we have 1 over 3 to the negative 2. In this case, we're going to have the negative exponent on the bottom. That's not an issue. We're just going to apply the three-step process again. First, we're going to remove the negative. Then we're going to take the reciprocal of this number. And then, because it's a number, we're going to evaluate. And then we'll be left with 9, because 3 squared is equal to 9. Alright, let's take a look at an example that's algebraic. Here, I have x to the negative 5. Well, I just remove the negative, I take the reciprocal of this number, and then I don't need to evaluate because it's algebraic. Alright, let's take a look at some trickier examples. Here, I have a negative that's not in the exponent. Here we say the negative's in the base, and this isn't a negative exponent. So, we won't be able to remove the negative as we were doing in our three-step process. However, if there was a negative in the exponent, we could do the three-step process as follows. First, we remove the negative, and then we take the reciprocal of the number we have left, and then we evaluate as necessary. In general, we have the following rules. X to the negative n is equal to 1 over x to the n. And we also have the rule 1 over x to the negative n is equal to x to the n. We also need to remember that this process only applies when there's a negative in the exponent. Negatives in the base do not count for our removal of negatives. Again, this three-step process is as follows. Remove the negative from the exponent, take the reciprocal of the number you have left, and evaluate if necessary. In the next video, we'll look at some more complicated examples on my whiteboard to see how we can apply this three-step process. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye!